Yo, tengo Calderón, Don Omar, los bandoleros. Aunque digan que soy un bandolero donde voy, le doy gracias a Dios por hoy estar donde estoy. Y voy a seguir con mi
15-hour flight was almost done via Rio de Janeiro. About to go crazy solo trip. My boys are there right now. Just landed in Brazil, boys, in the Uber on the way to the hotel.
This game right here is rough as buck. These hoes out here about the bucks. These fools out here afraid to bust. I have no fear, afraid of what.
That's right, boys. Cola, pizza margarita, watching an insane Joe Rogan episode. Now it's around 7-8 p.m. Why am I home? I think the last week I went a little bit too hard. I was too much outside. And I just believe that in a lot of ways I'm perhaps a natural in locking in. I'm a natural. I understand what it takes to be locked in, and it's my body has been so many times in the lonely chapter, and call me crazy if you want to, but my body is kind of screaming to me, Faruk, stay at home, open your laptop, you need to work harder. That is exactly what I've been doing now for the last 24 hours. I'm in Rio de Janeiro, one of the hottest places in the world. I could be doing anything. You can also imagine what kind of stuff you can do in Rio de Janeiro, but I'm working a little bit. Life works in seasons, but my seasons are always very long and also very short at the same time. I don't grind anymore the same as I used to do, but I grind now in a way different way, way more effective. Now, why did I start talking about grinding while I was eating my pizza margarita with cola in the middle of Rio? Anyway, boys, I got a little bit sick, by the way. My body is screaming, Faruk, take rest, work more, you have shit to do. And I'm very blessed that God is doing this to me, putting my foot off the gas a little bit, guiding me towards the right direction. And I'm a guy, I'm all about instinct. If I don't have a good feeling, I won't do it. If you're doubting, the answer is always gonna be no. So I'm gonna keep on watching this, guys, and I'll see you later, bro. When moments like this, that is exactly when I understand again why I've been in the lonely chapter for such a long time. Absolutely beautiful scenes right here, man. Randomly booked up flight to Brazil, just spend time with the boys. And let me also put you on a nice quote. So every single time you're gonna do a cheer with your friends, you know, with a drink, you tell them, hey guys, listen up. Ships come and go, but the only ship that will forever stay in life is friendship.
Faudra de la foi et du courage, une relation remplie de rage qui démarre sur des bases pourries.
Like this, let's say for example, you test like 100 products. You go to a market. Let's say you're gonna say I'm gonna sell in the U.S. market. And after the first 50 batches of products that you tested, you'll be like, it didn't work. Let's test more, right? That was the mindset a lot of people had, and also even some shit that I used to do back in the days. But when I say, hey, like we are mass testers, it doesn't mean that we just test products for volume. We test products, but we analyze actually what's going wrong, what's good. What is a D winner? What is a C winner? What is a B winner? What is an A winner? We note everything down in the sheet. And by the way, if you want to have the templates that we use for that, DM me on IG up here, template, and I will send it over to you. But back to the answer. So the reason why something is a winner, it's not because it's a winning product. You look for winning markets. You look for an issue that you can find within the market, right? And that's where you find winners. And that's how you make them. You have to make the winners. You can't just randomly pop into a market and say, oh, I'm just gonna do market switch all the time. It doesn't work like that anymore because we're in 2026. So one, for example, very amazing way that we have as well learned on how to make amazing ads isn't even with videos. Surely videos help you scale to 8 figures, multiple 7 figures a month, but you need to go to your first 5K or 10K days. You can also look it up. Image AI long-form copy ads. So amazing. And maybe I will speak about more as well public because I only share the sales on my own group in ecom. So anyway, and one thing I do want to say as well for those guys who are listening, we're already making 100K to let's say 200K a month and it's going well. Congratulations, I'm happy for you. You finally figured out how to move on creatives, how to move on, for example, as well on ads, on like finding winning products. But the question now is how you can scale to $1 million a month. It's of course more volume, doing more of the same shit you're doing already right now. It doesn't even have to mean you're gonna go to other platforms. No, just push more volume on what's working already, and then figure out the backend. Like I made, for example, I just published yesterday on my channel here a video about like exactly how we run our backend. Because the reason why we managed to do over 10 million revenue last year, it's not. And I repeat, it's not because we're so amazing at ads what marketing, right? Because everybody can learn at some point. It's how do you figure out the backend, right? How do you figure out the backend, your customer support that is answering, you know, the logistic, everything accordingly, and like you make sure all those KPIs are being had and that your payment processor just doesn't go down. And one software tool, by the way, that helped me a lot as well to not go down as chargeback.io. Payment processor goes down, your business goes down, and you're fucked. For the high level guys, you know what I'm talking about. It's not fun when 80% of your cash flow is just being held. Because then if you want to make a trip like me, randomly out of the blue on a Tuesday afternoon to Rio, you cannot do it, you know? Like we go here, we're chilling with the boys, right? So, and you can do that because we built systems. Because you see all those guys that make online these videos, hey, this is why I make my winning creative ad. This is why I do 5K a day, or this is why I make 1K a day. I mean, if you want to live still a broke lifestyle, right? And you don't want to have responsibility to take care of your family, to take care of your loved ones. I mean, yes, surely, like go for that. But I'm here to show you guys how to go to 7 figures a month. That's my goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know I haven't been recording every single day. I've been already here for almost 3 weeks. But today, this is something I gotta record. Because most things, I just live a normal life, even here. I mean, there's some crazy shit that happens here, but I prefer to not record it, you know what I'm saying? So, we're going to the favelas today. And honestly, this is like one of those things which I always wanted to do. Is it exciting? Yeah. Is it a little bit scary? Yeah. But, I mean, sometimes you gotta go with the flow, you know? You only get nice stories after doing crazy shit in life, you know? So this is something I would love to see, the reality of the world. And for me, right, I live in this crazy apartment on the Palm. We have a villa in Dubai, and then the watches, the cars, right? And sometimes I also realize for myself, I need more of a reality check. Yes, you can look it up on YouTube, but you need to feel it, right? You need to feel a culture, you need to feel people. And I love to go to places where it's warm in terms of the weather, but the people are warm, you know? That's what I'm also, because I'm Turkish, that's how we are also a lot of times, you know? Some Turks can be cold if they're drunk, but overall the culture is also quite warm. So I'm looking forward to go there, guys, and hey, stay ready, it's gonna be insane. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so today we're gonna go to the favela. I'm here with my boy Stefan. What's up, bro? How you doing?
What's up?
You good? So you can tell me, right? So for how long have you been now in Rio?
So right now for a month, but I've been here a few times before, so...
Yeah, so you were saying that I look a little bit like a gringo, so why is that?
You look a lot like...
Why?
So I think you... First of all, the pants, I think,
Yeah?
they have this texture
white.
to them. It's not very usual here.
Yeah.
You could have like whiter pants, but like more casual. Your clothes are a little bit too fancy.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against it, right?
Yeah.
But like it's different from what people...
Yeah, there's no watch, nothing, guys. No jewelry, nothing. All random clothes, and I still look like a gringo. That's crazy work. So you said this is one of the biggest favelas in the world?
Yeah. They say it's the biggest one in Latin America.
Yeah.
There's bigger, like what would you call slums, right? But
Yeah.
I think it's not the right word for this.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like an actual favela, I think it's the biggest one in the world.
So like, how safe is it?
We'll see, find out. That's the best answer I can give you.
See you in a bit.
My heart been telling me yes, mind been telling me no. Lockdown, I've been inside. Long time I ain't been on my home.
This is a guide, by the way. Brother, what's your name? You're gonna be on YouTube. You're the guide.
Otavio?
Yes, Batavio, eh?
Yeah.
You have your Instagram there, eh?
Yeah, my Instagram.
Yeah, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but this guy is really dialed in. He's big. Yeah. So guys, have a look. This guy's doing favela tours.
Yeah,
right
local,
here.
carioca.
Local
I'm a
karaoke. Yeah. Since when do you do this?
Yeah, not
How long? How long?
months, 5 months.
5 months.
Yeah, but living in favela all my life. Because I'm studying English and Spanish every 9-8 months.
Yeah.
And I think I'm no favela, I'm studying English and Spanish. I'm
Smart.
studying too.
It's good business, bro. It's very smart. Yeah, this is the first checkpoint, boys. We're gonna keep on going.
Bro.
Right, guys. If you want to get rid of your 9 to 5, I'll give you the whole financial freedom plan. Okay. Fuck that shit.
Je t'aime, mi amore, me di beffi e nelle arabilità, too much. Je t'aime, mi amore, me di beffi e nelle arabilità, too much.
It's hot as fuck, by the way, guys. But we're having a good time here. This place is one big touristic spot, man. They're just making money out of the favelas. Very smart. Bro, you are farming with these glasses. I like them.
E nelle arabilità, too much.
Okay, first experience in the toilet. Oh, there's a spider in the favela. How was it?
It was good. It was a good experience. Yeah.
Yeah, you had fun?
I mean, 4.5 out of 5. I would recommend.
Yeah? Okay,
Yeah,
bro.
you should try.
Thank you, bro. Guys, I'm literally in the favela right now, as you can see. We're having a tour in here, and I can tell you, if you've seen the people in here walking around, how they look like, big respect, man. And this is why every single time when I see somebody from Europe saying that they are depressed or they're feeling bad, or they're saying, for example, I feel depressed, but whatever it may be, brother, you have no idea, no fucking idea what situation people are in, bro, you know? And I'd say still to this day, there's only two ways, I'd say the only two ways in this world right now, actually only one, but like a combination of it, AI and e-commerce is the only way to even get out of this mess. What the fuck are you gonna do physical? The only way, in my opinion, the only situation when you should have something physical in your life in terms of business is only when you're already scaling your online business. For example, I have a friend, he's doing like 3 million a month right now with his brand, with his ecom brand, and he just started going retail with his shop, you know? And he's, I believe, in Slovenia, somewhere like there. So yeah, if there's gonna be another motherfucker telling me that he's depressed, I'll piss on you.
Mais que nada, sai da minha frente, eu quero passar. Pois o samba está animado, o que eu quero é sambar. Eu vou encantar.
Os bichos e seres saírem de dentro da mata fechada. Se ouviram gritos da noite, estalo de açoite pela madrugada. Arrepiou, vai-te embora, sumiu a caipora.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we just almost finished now the whole Favela tour. Absolutely insane. I've never seen shit like this in my life. Bro, I'm telling you, we are all super blessed. If you are born and raised in Europe and North America, you know, like the first world country, and you say you're depressed, you are just fucking gay. Even worse, you're trendy. Say bless first. Yo guys, I'm in the middle of the favela, and look what they're selling here. Fashion. Exactly, they're selling fashion even here in the random favela. I've seen a bunch of winning products. And look what they're selling here. Exactly, we're doing product research here. If you're ever gonna ask me, Faruk, where do you find your winning products? You know where I find them? Right here in the favela. I'm telling you, like, you don't need Kalo data anymore. Just go to the favela here in Rio. Winners, winning products, bro. Like, you know what you should do, guys? You know, try to sell this for like $59.95 like dollars, and then use after sell to have like a three-way upsell. You should upsell the same product for like another 30% off, and then like you should offer like the collection. So all these dresses that you're seeing there, right there, right? You should offer all of them for like another 40% off, and watch how you will print. Equalize out. To be honest, I haven't seen that they are making issues with tourists. They're chill.
Yeah.
They did?
No, I didn't see anything, but yeah, I saw like two guys with rifles, one with a gun.
There was more. There was like 10 of them, bro.
Well, yeah, there were more.
They were strapped up. They had like guns, like huge, bro.
Yeah. And then we went in there.
Yeah, we still went in there, bro. So yeah, we went to a spot where we couldn't record, sadly, because it was the drug trafficking area. Bunch of guns, cocaine, like weed, all this shit, all right here. Absolutely insane. But yeah, you know, you gotta have the real Rio experience, right? There's no real Rio without a bunch of Latinas, a bunch of guns, and a bunch of cocaine, right?
She got that wop in the way that she uses saliva with top, she come with a mop. I need to stop. Been out here rocking the game with these features. It's over for niggas as soon as I drop.
The next thing I do every single morning, guys, I take my notebook, okay, and I write down 5 to 10 things I want to reach this year. I want to do this year. Something I want in general. It can be anything. So, and I've been doing this religiously for the past 2 years. When I started doing this, I became a millionaire. When I kept on doing this, I became a multi-millionaire. And you may say, oh, that's so fishy, so corny what you're saying. Is it that simple? And I'll tell you why it's so helpful, right? Because I would, for example, write every single day on every single project I'm working on where I want to take it, and also specific how. One of the things I wrote down, guys, is I want to buy a Lamborghini, which I did 1 year ago. Small thing. I wrote down I want to hit my company revenue to this amount of revenue a month. Some of them I did, some of them I didn't. Like, because you subconsciously put yourself in a state where you think about your goals. From the moment you wake up, even in the evening, you will be more aligned with your goals and you will reach them faster. And I'm telling you, a decade of waste, 10 years of waste can be erased with only 1 to 2 years of looking the fuck in. I'm staying in this $1,000 a night hotel in the middle of Rio de Janeiro. You can see the view yourself, how fucking amazing it is. I can see the Jesus statue from my premier suite in here. And I do it also on purpose. Can I stay in a cheaper place? Yes. But putting myself in an environment like this, I unlock something new and create for my brain. Every single time I went for higher expenses in my life, I lived a better life as well when I could. I started making more money than ever and I started reaching my goals more than ever. I do it on purpose. I put myself on purpose in more pressure. I perform in pressure. When everything is too chill, I don't perform. I don't know why. I need to have my back against the wall a lot of times, you know? So for example, $1,000 a day, right? Before I sleep, I need to make sure I make more than $1,000 a day, which I obviously do, but an additional, that's what I do. Alright, 1 month in Rio has surpassed now. Expectations versus reality. What have I seen? What do people say online? What are people afraid of? What was I afraid of? What was I thinking about? And what did I actually experience here? Because I've been in almost all Rio at this point. I went to every single area. I went even to the favelas in Rocinha. And just for your information, this comes from a 28-year-old business owner who has done millions as well last year. So let's at first talk about the main question. Is Rio safe? It's as safe as you make it is. If you're gonna run around with jewelry, watches, designer clothing, and you look rich, then I can assure you that if you would go to the places that I went, if you stayed for as long as I did, you will be attacked and you will get robbed. Will you get killed? I don't think so. If you won't give something, they'll probably kill you because they have nothing to lose here. I've seen it. And I got insulted also a couple of times. There was a gay tranny hobo who randomly screamed "fuck you." There was another tranny who also screamed "fuck you." I don't have anything against gays. I do believe there's only 2 genders in the world. Are gays my friends? I won't say it, but do I hate gays? No, also no. So I don't really care so much about it, but why insult me? I was just walking around and saying "fuck you" to me. Happened twice in the last month. Really interesting. But me as a guy was 190, and if you move smart, so you don't take regular taxis, you always take Ubers, you keep a little bit of cash with you, not so much. You don't flounder around your iPhone every single where, especially not a place like Copacabana, where you can get robbed at any moment. Basically, even though it's a nice place and one of the most expensive hotels, restaurants are also in the area of Copacabana, which is a very famous place. We're also in New Year's Eve, which I'll talk about as well, because I experienced New Year's Eve at the most famous and busy place in the world probably a couple of weeks ago. Then something can happen, and I saw it also happen in real time. But if you take Ubers, and what I did as well, by the way, I have a burner phone, so the phone you see here right now is the one I've been going outside everywhere. This is not my main phone. I don't have any banking apps, no crypto wallets, nothing inside, not even WhatsApp. I just got my Instagram and Apple Pay, some cards with a limit of $1,000 a month, something like that, and I increase sometimes when I spend more because I spend jack shit here. Then yeah, it's fine. Actually an amazing experience. Honestly, I've had an amazing time here. Even though I got a little bit sick here for like 50% of the time, just probably my fault. I take responsibility of it. I had an amazing time here, bro. The food, the steak was amazing. I had a nice time with my friends. People are very welcoming, very good, especially if you're a gringo and they see it, they just treat you normally. I didn't feel like they took any advantage of me. I didn't feel unsafe. Only for 2 moments I did feel unsafe, and probably my mistake. I shouldn't have been going to Copacabana at the most, you know, like craziest moment of the year. I should probably, I mean, we were gonna go to a VIP, you know, like concert in Rio, but then it got cancelled for some reason. So we had to go last minute, have a different schedule. So we just went there, and I saw 2 daylight robberies in front of me. I mean, daylight was like 10, 11 p.m. just before New Year's Eve at like the 31st of December. But I saw shit happening, and guy at the back is walking around, gringo, he's like drinking, he's smiling. I mean, he's getting schemed from the back from some skinny guy, and then the guy just comes walking and he takes it off, he clicks it off, he takes it and he runs away, and none of his friends, nobody can do it.
Soy el fuego que arde tu piel, soy